everyone and welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've not been around in the last 2 weeks, but I thought I would have a little break as I have found it a little bit overwhelming trying to get my videos filmed, working full time and being heavily pregnant. So I thought I would take a little break and get back into it gradually. But this week is my 32 and 33 going into my 34th week pregnancy update video, and there is quite a lot to update you on as a few things have happened since my last update. So firstly, I'll start with my midwife appointment at my 32-week checkup, and we discussed breastfeeding as I'm really keen on breastfeeding this baby, as I tried it with Charlie but he didn't latch very well and everything I was doing was correct, but he just didn't want to know. And in the end I just got myself into such a state with trying to express and it just wasn't working for me, so I decided to bottle feed him. And with Ellis I just didn't want to breastfeed, so he was bottle fed. But as this is going to be my last baby, I am really keen on giving breastfeeding one last try, and I really hope that I can do it, and I hope that baby takes to it well. So I've booked myself onto a breastfeeding course, which is in 2 weeks time, to familiarise myself with how to do it again, as I kind of have forgotten, but I'm looking forward to doing that. But also at that appointment, midwife listened to the baby's heartbeat, which was all fine. She'd done my blood pressure and checked my urine for any proteins, and again that was all fine. The only thing she was a little bit concerned of, when they do the tape measure check from the top of your fundus down to the bottom of your bump, he hadn't grown on his growth chart for 3 weeks. And he was still measuring at 30 weeks, and it showed from 28 weeks he hadn't moved anywhere. So she was a little bit concerned that there had been no growth, but I did say to her that I feel as if he has dropped, as I felt so much pressure down below, and I also noticed that my bump had changed in shape and I am carrying lower, and I think he was just laying in a different position, but she just wanted to get it checked just to be safe. And I did come away from that appointment a little bit worried, you know, when they do that check. I know it's not 100% true when they measure you, but I was a little bit worried, thinking, oh God, what if the baby hasn't grown? What's going to happen? Am I going to have him early? But mummy's instinct is always right, and I had the scan and the sonographer said that everything was fine and he is growing just as he should be, and he was actually weighing a healthy 4.2 pounds, and he is actually following the predicted growth chart that they do in your 12-week scan and your 20-week scan, and they said he was following the line just fine. So that was all good, and when I come away from that scan it made me feel at ease and put my mind at rest to stop worrying. And she also said I probably was right, he had probably just dropped down and changed position. At that scan I also got the sonographer just to double check that we were definitely having a boy, and she laughed and she said yes, I can see the willy. But we wasn't able to get a picture at the scan as it was quite hard to make out the features, and she said the picture that she would have printed out would have just been a bit of a blur, as he's obviously grown, so everything's more squished, so it wasn't much point in doing a picture, which was fine. So last week at 33 weeks pregnant I had my last consultant appointment, and at that appointment we discussed my planned cesarean section and the risks that are involved with that. I also had to sign a consent form to say I give my consent to have the surgery, and these forms have now been sent off to the hospital, and I should be booked in for my cesarean section, and I should get sent the letter with the actual date in the next 2 weeks. And literally as she said that, I was just like, wow, it's actually happening. It really dawned on me that I am having another baby, and it's actually very, very real. I know that sounds really silly, but up until this point, I've kind of just taken it with a pinch of salt, like, yeah, I'm pregnant, but not really thought about it. But now I've definitely got, now the end is in sight, I'd say. It's kind of really dawned on me that it's actually going to be happening, and I'm going to be a mum to 3 boys. And yeah, it's just like, seems a bit scary, but I know it's going to be just fine. So in the last few weeks, I have really struggled with being tired a lot. As you can see, I've got dark circles under my eyes, as I have been at work today. But yeah, I have been quite tired. I'm not sleeping well at night as I'm so uncomfortable, and my hips are absolutely killing me, and my lower back aches, especially after a day of doing lots of things. And where baby is so low, he is putting a lot of pressure down there on my hips and on my back. And I have been feeling as if the baby is going to fall out, which I know obviously is not going to happen because he's not coming out that way, but the pressure does make it feel that way. I've also noticed every evening around this bit on my bump here, the top on the right hand side, I've been having this pain, and it feels as if I am bruised, and it's very tender and really sore, and it comes every single night around, I don't know, 5 p.m. It's as if like it's the end of the day. And I mentioned it to my consultant, and she said she had a little feel around. She said she couldn't feel anything with baby, but she said it could be something to do with my liver functions, and to just keep an eye on it and either phone my GP or mention it at my midwife appointment. And I have actually got a midwife appointment tomorrow, and as I've been experiencing the pain still, I'm going to mention it again, as it is quite uncomfortable, and I have been having to take paracetamol to help with that. So the baby this week has been very active and has been moving around a lot, and like I said, he is very low, and he is now weighing around 4 pounds 7 and is about 45 centimeters in length, which is about the size of a cabbage. My baby is continuing to fill out, and his layers of fat will help regulate his temperature once he is born. My baby also knows my voice now, but will also begin to recognise lullabies, and one lullaby we play most nights through our Alexa is the Row 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 Your Boat song, because Ellis absolutely loves it, and I know that once this baby is here, he will recognise it too, as like I said, it is played every night. So now I will show you my bump now at 34 weeks and 2 days. Seems so strange saying that, I can't believe I'm already 34 weeks. Okay, so here he is. He is right there. It's very hard there. I'll show you all the way around. It's very big. I am feeling very well, like. But yes, that is my bump. Sorry, I just had to take my cardigan off. I'm so hot. Keep getting really hot flushes. But so the next thing I want to update you on is a bit, I don't know, a bit personal, but I wanted to let you know anyway. So I am beginning to feel a bit overwhelmed with the thought of having 3 children. And I know it's going to be fine, but I just keep worrying that I'm not going to have enough attention and show, I don't know, show them all the same attention that I did, you know, that I show them now. Especially with Charlie, obviously he's 6 years old, and when he was born he had me one-to-one, and I've done a lot with him. And the same with Ellis, he is nearly 10 months, and whilst Charlie's been at school and I've been, when I was on maternity leave, I did do a lot with him. And I just feel that really bad mum guilt that this baby's not going to get the same that I've done with Charlie and Ellis. And on the other hand, I feel as if I'm not going to be able to show my attention as much as I want to, especially with Ellis, as he is only 10 months, you know, and he's still young and he's going to need me. And I get upset about the thought of it, and I know I shouldn't because I know it's going to be fine, but you know, I'm going to have this newborn baby and I'm going to be recovering from a cesarean and hopefully be breastfeeding, and I just don't want him to feel that, I don't know, that I'm not doing the stuff with him. I know he won't care because he is a daddy's boy, and I know obviously Charlie's old enough to understand, but you still just feel really, really guilty. Whew, sorry for getting upset. He just, you know, he's still a baby, he still needs his cuddles. He can't walk, he's not crawling yet, so he needs to be carried everywhere, and I'm just worried that I'm going to really struggle with that, especially when Grace goes back to work and it is just me and the boys. And I know I've got my friends around to help and my family, but you know, it's just a mum guilt. You want to do it for them, you want to be there for them. So yeah, I was feeling, when I was writing this update, I did get myself in a bit of a state and a bit emotional thinking about it, and it has really dawned on me the last couple of days. But I know I've just got to embrace it and try and divide myself up and try and make the most of this time that I've got left with the boys. Like, we've got the 2-week Easter break coming up, and I'm just going to make sure I give them my full attention and we go out and do stuff together, and you know, giving them as much cuddles, kisses, and you know, just show them my time, because I know that it's going to be, when the baby comes, yes, my time is going to be mainly based on the baby. So oh, being a mum is just so hard, isn't it? It messes with your emotions, and obviously I am feeling hormonal too, but I thought, as I said to you, I'm going to be honest and share this pregnancy with you, and that is how I've been feeling. So, but you know, this is my last week at work this week, and I'm going to soak them both up in the next few weeks or so, and I would just love it if Ellis said mama before this baby comes. It would literally make me the proudest mum ever, but we'll see if that happens. Anyway, sorry for getting so emotional, and thank you so much for watching this update. Sorry I haven't updated for the last couple of weeks or so, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, and I will let you know how my midwife appointment goes next week, and hopefully I should have my date for my cesarean. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Thinking about your day and night. I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch.